Hey, Raptors fans, gather around. We got some intriguing stuff to unpack from last night's game against the Denver Nuggets. The Raptors fell short with a score of 121 to 115, and while that stings, it also opens up a discussion about what lies ahead for our team. Can they bounce back? What does this loss mean for their playoff aspirations? Stick around as we dive deeper into the game, player performances, and what we can expect moving forward. So, here's the deal. The Raptors are still holding on to that fifth spot in the Eastern Conference, which is promising, but the competition is tightening up. Every game counts, especially as we approach the playoffs. RJ Barrett, always the optimistic voice in the locker room, believes the team has shown potential but acknowledges there's still more to achieve. He said, "The more we get healthy, the more we play together, the better it's going to be for us." That's a strong sentiment, and it raises the question, how do we get there? One of the highlights of the game was that explosive third quarter where the Raptors scored 41 points and even led by 11 at one point. It was thrilling to watch, and you could feel the energy in the arena. But here's where things get tricky. The fourth quarter was a complete turnaround. The Raptors only managed 21 points while the Nuggets piled on 36 to seal the deal. What happened there? Is it a matter of experience, or were they simply outmatched in those final moments? Barrett touched on this, saying, when we have a third quarter like that, we have to try and keep the momentum rolling into the fourth. That's a valid point. And as fans, we need to discuss how the Raptors can maintain their intensity throughout the game, especially against playoff caliber teams. This loss is a tough lesson. The Raptors have had their struggles against top teams this season, and it's becoming a pattern that we can't ignore. The hope is that they can learn from these experiences and use them as motivation to improve. After all, the playoffs are just around the corner, and every experience counts. What do you think? Should we be concerned about their ability to close out games? Or do you think they'll figure it out in time for the playoffs? Looking ahead, the Raptors are set to hit the road again, and their next stop is the desert to face Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. That game is scheduled for 9 p.m. Eastern Time at the Mortgage Matchup Arena in Phoenix. This is a crucial matchup, and it will be interesting to see how the Raptors respond after this tough loss. Will they come out with a renewed focus and energy? Can they learn to close games against a talented Suns team? I can't wait to see it unfold. So fans, what are your thoughts on the Raptors' performance against the Nuggets? Do you think they can turn things around against the Suns? Comment "Go Toronto Raptors" below, and let's get this conversation going. And remember, your insights matter. Share your opinions on how the team can improve and what you expect from them in the coming games. Also, let us know what city you're rooting from and your take on the Raptors' chances this season. We're all in this together, and your voice adds to the excitement of being a Raptors fan. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates, analysis, and news about the Toronto Raptors. We'll be here bringing you all the latest stories and discussions every weekday. Let's keep the conversation alive and support our team as they push through this season. What's next for the Raptors? Let's explore it together. All right, Raptors fans, let's dive into some exciting news about our team. We're currently sitting in fifth place in the Eastern Conference. While some might see this as a slight setback, I'm here to tell you that it's just the beginning of something special. Stick around as we explore what this means for our beloved Raptors and their playoff aspirations. First off, let's address the praise we've been receiving from around the league. Denver Nuggets head coach David Adelman recently shared his thoughts on the Raptors while we were out there in Denver. He's seen something in our squad that many of us have felt all season long. He mentioned there's so much opportunity that's out there for us and hinted at the momentum we're building as we approach the end of the season. It's refreshing to hear a coach from another team acknowledge our potential, and it makes you wonder, are we finally starting to get the respect we deserve? Now, despite a tough loss to the Nuggets, there's still a glimmer of hope. We played well and had a chance to snag that victory. That's what we want to see as fans, right? The Raptors are not backing down against the top teams in the league. This kind of performance is crucial as we gear up for the postseason. It's all about how we finish the season, and right now, the signs are encouraging. Injuries have been an ongoing concern for the Raptors, but it looks like we're finally starting to get some players back. Jakob Poeltl has found his rhythm again, and that's a huge boost for our front court. Plus, we're hearing that Colin Murray-Boyles is expected to return soon, possibly during our upcoming road trip. Having him back, even if it's for just one of the back-to-back games, would add depth to our lineup. We all know how critical it is to have fresh legs as we head into the final stretch. Speaking of the final stretch, we have a big matchup coming up against the Phoenix Suns. This is a game we can't afford to take lightly. The Suns are a formidable opponent, but if we can channel the energy and momentum we've built, there's no reason we can't come out on top. How do you feel about our chances in this game? Are you as optimistic as I am? As we look ahead, it's essential to remember that playoff teams often thrive in the final weeks of the season. The Raptors are showing signs of getting better when it counts, and that's exactly what we want to see. If we can elevate our game even further in these last few outings, it could set the tone for a strong playoff run. So, as we gear up for tomorrow's game at 9 p.m. Eastern Time against the Suns, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the Raptors' chances? Are you feeling the excitement building? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going. And hey, if you're looking for more Raptors content, don't forget to sign up for our free newsletter. It's a great way to stay updated on all things Raptors, delivered right to your inbox. In closing, I want to know where you're tuning in from and your thoughts on the Raptors' playoff potential. Are we gearing up for a deep run? Comment with your city and your opinions. Go Raptors! The Toronto Raptors are on the verge of something exciting. A playoff appearance for the first time in 4 seasons. That's right, fans. The postseason is just around the corner, and with it comes the question of how the Raptors will tighten up their rotation. Will the top players get more minutes? Who might find themselves on the bench? This is going to be a critical time for our team, and how they handle it could define their playoff run. So, let's dive into what we can expect from Coach Darko Rajakovic and the lineup as we gear up for the playoffs. First up, we need to talk about Emmanuel Quickley, who is set to be a key player as the starting point guard. He might not be on the court as much as our top 3 scorers, but expect him to be out there during those clutch moments when the game is on the line. Quickley's reputation as one of the best three-point shooters on the team makes him a crucial asset. Do you think he can maintain that shooting percentage under playoff pressure? Comment Go Toronto Raptors in the comments if you believe in Quickley's clutch ability. Then there's Shed. There's a solid argument for him to be playing more than the 15 minutes we've seen, but as we know, bench roles often shrink as we head into the postseason. If Shed can show off his offensive skills while maintaining that strong defense, his minutes might just increase. How do you feel about Shed's potential contribution in the playoffs? Is he ready for the challenge? Now, let's shift our focus to RJ Barrett. Averaging over 30 minutes per game, I expect that number to climb as we get deeper into the playoffs. Barrett has been on fire since the All-Star break, scoring in double figures consistently and even hitting 20 points or more in 9 games. He's arguably been our best offensive player lately, and the Raptors will rely heavily on him to make noise in the postseason. Can Barrett keep up this momentum when the stakes are higher? I want to hear your thoughts. What about Colin Murray-Boyles? With him currently sidelined, it'll be interesting to see how quickly he can get back into game shape during this road trip. Being a rookie, it's a gamble to rely on him in the playoffs, but his versatility on defense and ability to play a small ball 5 make him too valuable to ignore. Will he be able to shake off the rust in time to contribute effectively? Fans, do you trust the coaching staff to manage his minutes wisely? And then there's Brandon Ingram. As the leading scorer for the Raptors, he's expected to carry a heavy load this postseason. With a playoff history that includes over 38 minutes per game, Ingram is going to be essential for our offensive flow. It's clear that the Raptors struggle without him on the floor. How do you think Ingram will handle the pressure of leading our offense through the playoffs? On the defensive side, we have Scotty Barnes. He's been a game changer on that end of the court, making it tough for opponents to score when he's defending their best player. With playoffs approaching, Barnes will need to step up even further. Depending on a matchup, he might need to mirror the opposing star's minutes. Fans, do you think Barnes can rise to the occasion and be the defensive anchor we need? We can't overlook the impact that Jakob Poeltl has had since his return from injury. His presence has transformed our game, and while he may not log as many minutes as our other starters due to mobility concerns, a slight uptick in playing time makes sense. He's averaging around 25.6 minutes, but come playoff time, can we expect him to push that number higher? What do you think his role will be in the postseason? When Poltel is on the bench, expect Mami Kalashvili to step in. He's been impressive this season, averaging over 10 points in under 22 minutes per game. It's clear he has earned a spot in the playoff rotation, but can he maintain that performance when the pressure mounts? What's your take on his potential impact in the playoffs? As we look ahead, the playoffs are brimming with potential and uncertainty. How will Darko Rajakovic tweak the rotation? Which players will rise to the occasion? And which ones might falter under the pressure? One thing is for sure. The Toronto Raptors have a chance to make a serious playoff run, and we, as fans, should be ready to rally behind our team. So, what do you think, Raptors fans? Are you excited about the playoffs? What are your expectations for the team? Let's keep the conversation going. Comment below with your name and your thoughts on our chances this postseason. Whether you're from Toronto or elsewhere, your opinion matters, and together we can cheer on our Raptors to victory. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates.